Welcome to the Vibe Doctor podcast. This is Angie, and today we're going to be talking about an exercise that you can do when you're feeling heaviness in your body. When you decide and you start doing this work and you reclaim your power to become a deliberate creator, you're going to start shaking things up. You are going to start shifting things, which means if there's any yuck energy around, inside you or outside you, that is a residual from what has been previously created, and you have stored pain or you have a lot of negative beliefs, you're going to stir up the yuck inside you and outside you. Outside you is pretty easy to recognize. You have people who, the circumstance or the situation just seems like it gets worse instead of better. I mean, it all comes up and out like it's just all happening at once. How you know it's coming up inside of you, you will feel sensations in your physical body, like pressure in your stomach, in your chest, on your shoulders, in your head, and it just feels like a punch in the gut. And you may be thinking to yourself, I've been holding my vibe high. I've been thinking, thoughts that match what I'm creating in my 5D inner kingdom of heaven. I've been going through the day just thinking those thoughts and immersed in that energy. So why did I wake up this morning feeling heavy? Or why am I suddenly feeling like something's off or something's wrong? What you're experiencing, if this is emotional, now if you're having physical symptoms of actual, a pain in your body, you need to go seek medical advice. So this is about emotional pain. Now, emotional pain is usually a subtle feeling, but just feels like something has just hit you in the gut, or a pressure on your chest, or now, that can also be a physical symptom, so please be careful with that if you feel like you need to go see a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. This is purely, strictly about stored emotional energy that can come out, and often does, as a physical sensation in your body. So, that aside, please seek medical attention if you feel like you need it, if you're having physical symptoms of an illness, or you just aren't sure, please get that checked out. So let's backtrack and reset. So say that's all out of the way, and we know this is emotional energy. We know that this just feels like, I don't feel good about something, and I know it's emotional, and I feel it in my physical body. I've been thinking correctly. I've been holding my vibe high. So what is this? Why is this happening? If you are experiencing that, I'm going to give you an exercise. And I want you to understand that what that is stored emotional pain. That is all that it is. It's coming up to be dissolved and cleared and transmuted from pain to power. This is past experiences that have hurt you emotionally, that were not released, that program that old program uses to keep you stuck in it, that the flying monkeys will use against you to draw you back in, because it actually doesn't physically feel good. So here is the exercise. If that is where you are, if you're just feeling, something's off, something's wrong, something doesn't feel good, but there's not a whole lot of thoughts going on, you're not really sure what it's about, it's just there's the feeling there. Stored emotional energy has come up to the surface and is ready to be released. This is good news. Doesn't feel good, but it is good news. So what I want you to do is to close your eyes. And I want you to focus on where you feel this in your body. I don't want you to focus on what you're thinking about what you're feeling in your body. I want you to focus on the actual feeling in your body. Where do you feel it? And it usually is in one of those 4 places. A pressure or a yuck feeling in your gut. That's your solar plexus. A pressure or burning or tingling in your chest. That's usually the heart chakra. A feeling of pressure, something pushing down on your shoulders. That's usually the throat chakra. Or maybe even a lump in your throat or pressure around your throat. And then a pressure in your head or around your temples. And that's usually the third eye or the crown. Not important. I just want you to notice where you feel it in your body. Where is this impacting you? Now I want you to place your hand over that place. And I want you to just keep feeling it. And ask yourself, how strong of a feeling is this? I can feel it at a 10. 1 to 10. 10 is the strongest. I feel it at a 10. And I want you to say to yourself, I'm transmuting this pain into power. I'm dissolving this pain and it's turning into power. I'm going to fully feel it. And it's going to dissolve. As I fully feel it, it dissolves. Another, if you prefer, you can either hold your hand on that spot as you dissolve it, or you can take your tapping fingers, like if you know emotional freedom technique, tapping fingers, and just tap on that spot. Take your your index, your middle finger, and your ring finger, and just tap on that spot. But if that's too distracting to you, just place your hand there. Just feel. Because usually it's a subtle pressure that you're feeling. But it doesn't feel good. So really focus on that. And as you focus on it, without feeding it thoughts, we're not going to feed it thoughts of why do I feel this way and what's happening. And no, don't feed it thoughts. Just focus on the feeling. Just be with the feeling. Observe and feel the feeling. And sometimes it will move. So it may be in your stomach at first, and then it may move to your chest. So just follow it wherever it goes in your body. And breathe. Know that it's dissolving as you're focusing on it. That number, whatever you started at, is going to get lower and lower and lower as you continue to focus on it. And only the sensation. If you start focusing, if your focus shifts to thoughts, you're going to fuel that pain instead of transmute that pain. So only the sensation. Focus on the sensation. I focus on the sensation. Continue to focus on the sensation. If that helps you to repeat that in your head, I focus on the sensation only. As the sensation begins to dissolve. And then once and it will, if you can focus only on the sensation, it will dissolve. And what you have done is you have done something a lot of people can't do, which is face that feeling head on, stand in it, be with it, know it's irrelevant to you, know it's just stored pain, and it dissolves. And that's it. So I think the key takeaway to this exercise is know that if that yuck feeling comes up in your body, like it's kind of like an impending doom almost feeling, or something's Something don't feel right. Something doesn't feel right. That stored pain is coming up for release. And release it. Again, don't go into the story around why it's surfacing or trying to figure out why it's surfacing. Focus on the sensation only as you dissolve it. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you on the next one.